Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday, 15th of March, 2022. It's wonderful to be here with you today. And I can see many people are joining, and it's good. Today I tested negative, so everything is part of the past. Everybody here at home, it's COVID free, and at least we got a vaccine from the nature, yeah. So good to have you all here. So anyway, we shall start, and we keep going in our studies here. And today we will keep going on the yeah. Woohoo, no? It is. Thank God it was mild symptoms and everything. It's okay. No major problems. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you for the good vibrations everyone sent to us. Thank you. And we need to keep going our studies. With COVID or without COVID, we need to keep doing this. That's the commitment. That's what we're going to do. And we needed to keep going on our studies on chapter 17. Chapter 17. We will talk today about items 5, 6, 7, and 8. Chapter 17, items 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okie dokie. So I can see some people are still joining. I can see the numbers growing. And meanwhile, let's do our initial prayer. And I would like to invite everyone to raise up your thoughts, make connection with superior spirits, with our mentors of Kardec Radio, thanking them for the opportunity. Thank you all for the opportunity to listen me. Thank you, Allan, for being here. We want to send good vibrations to all brothers and sisters who are in a war situation. Let's send good vibrations to the world leaders, especially Vladimir Putin and his council, all the other leaders of Yemen, Sudan, ask them to in a moment of clarity, open up their eyes and try to solve their political problems without killing innocent people. So be it. Amen. Okay. So today we will talk about the parable of the sower. And I particularly like this parable, and it brings to us a lot of insights, a lot of thinking in what to do, how to do, what are my duties, what are my obligations, what are my, what the name we call here, what are my virtues. It's kind of part of the knowing yourself, knowing thyself. No, so we need to know ourselves. And the parable of the soul, it's very simple, in which Jesus was among many people who are listening him, and uh, he said that we need to see, no, the sower was went to seed, and he throws some seeds in different, in many different places. No, some places in which we have rock soil, some place when we have mud soil, and some places we have a fertile soils. In the rock soil, the seed didn't grow because there is no earth, nothing to allow the seed to grow. In the mud soil, they even have opportunity to grow, but because it's too much water, or when we have too much sun, dry the roots of the roots, and the plants die. Instead, in a fertile soil, we have all the top conditions, perfect temperature, perfect nutrients to allow the seed to grow and become a plant and a tree or a vegetable, whatever they need. Okay, so this is the parable, and what we need to analyze here: who was the sower, who are the seeds, and the conclusions. We can say the sower here, it is not a religion, but the sower here, it is, if you have to give a name, we can give name of Jesus, but not the religious Jesus. And why not the religious Jesus? Because according to question 625 of the Spirit's book, he was the perfect model and guide that God sent to us. So no one who were incarnated or are incarnated here on earth have or acquire or owns more virtues than him. Okay? His words are still valid. His words, his teachings, we are still studying today, and for many people, we even understand 1% of his teachings. So, what he's saying here, it is this Christ, this person, it's spreading the word. It's like what we are doing here. We are spreading the Spiritism word. It is what the Protestants, when they are doing their gospel, they are spreading the word. It is when the other religions, they need to do their activities. The Mormons, the Jehovah Witness, they need to spread the word. Everyone needs to spread the word. Everyone, because once that belief, once that understanding is good to me, make a lot of good things to me, I want to spread it. I want to share this among my friends. I want to share this among those who I have a relationship, to say, hey, look how good this is to me. And I want this to you as well. Okay? Yes, Vanderlei is great. He's fine. The only thing is he's now moving from Dublin, and meanwhile he's with his head with this moving. Uh, 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 and once he's settled, if the time zone, if everything allows, he will be here with us. But everything's perfect, everything's fine. He just decided to pursue uh, 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 another challenges. Okay, but soon he'll be here with us. Okay, so what we are saying here is we have this all. So when we receive these teachings, we can do with the teachings many things. I don't care. So comes here, out here. We try to understand. We try to evaluate, you know, and and the idea is what I'm doing with that. So this parable give to us an overview how we need to act. How I need to act. Why? Because some parts, if I read it today, I may capture some parts. And I say, oh, this is good for me, this is not good for me, this is good for Leah, for example, for Donna, for example, for Vanderlei, an example for Nade, for anybody else. But not to me. Because I do not identify myself with the teachings. But let's see, perhaps in 6 months, 5 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, I read again. And what I identify as a lesson for somebody else, now identify this lesson to me. I say, oh, this applies to me. Okay? So, we need, when we are spreading the word, we have that audience who accept it, study it, but don't practice. We have that audience that do not accept at all it, at all, don't accept at all. And we have that audience, they say, interesting, let me see it. Let me practice it. Let me see what is the trick part. Let me see the challenge I have. So we have these three audience. When we are spreading the word, when we are living the word, is different. Okay? And at the moment we have this, we are not judging here those who say, oh, this is not for me. It applies to everybody else except for me. This is not me. We cannot say he's wrong. No, we cannot. Why? Because remember, we are in different levels of evolution. We are in different stages. Perhaps that brother who said, "Oh, this is not for me. This is not related to me." You don't see how it fits to him. Okay? And some say, "Yes, perfect. I can use with myself." Okay? And when we when we acquire those videos and say, "Wow, wonderful what you are saying here. Wonderful these teachings here. I want to apply it." Once you are willing to apply this task of acquiring this knowledge, the reaping the fruits, it's come with some duties and some virtues. Wait a minute. Are you telling me that even though I I need to listen, I need to understand, I will have some duties and I will have some virtues? Yes, yes, yes. And now we will understand what are these duties and what are these virtues. Okay? And the first question that may pop up in your mind: what is the true meaning of duty? What do we understand by the word duty? In a simple way, duty, it is a moral obligation of each person. So when you are hired to do a specific task, a specific job, you have your duty to do what you said you are able to do. Like if you work with finance, but you don't know how to create a spreadsheet, perhaps you are not able to work in finance, but you can try to learn how to do it. Okay, so you say, "I will do it, and I will have my moral obligation to learn how to deal with Excel or Google Sheets, for example, in order to deliver what I promised." So we have these duties, and we need to understand what is the meaning behind it. Okay? And when let's keep going this example. Duty in our life, when we say, "Oh, I want to reincarnate." Okay, you want to reincarnate. In this incarnation, I will fulfill these tasks. I will work on this. I will help him. I will do this or do that. Blah 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 blah. Great. The superior spirits approved your reincarnatory plan, and here we go. You are here. We have a moral obligation to tick every single box. It's our moral obligation. However, most of the times we don't tick all the boxes. And God's mercy allow us to return and keep going, you know? So at the end is a kind of a commitment you have towards something. Okay? And why it's so difficult to fulfill this duty. Why is difficult to, let's say, let's practice here I need to do to the others what they want to do to me. Well, this is your moral obligation, but why is too difficult to deal with that? Why, even though I put efforts, I put in all my best to do it, I watch the speech, I can see the lives, I watch some YouTube videos, I'm reading Kardec books, I'm reading the Bible, why is so difficult? Because when we are fulfilling our duty, it is the moment when we are going out of our comfort zone. It is the moment when you say, should I go or not? What am I going to do? Should I stay? What I have to do? It is the moment is, I'm so comfortable here. I have everything I want. Should I move or should I stay? And this is the moment when you exercise your duty, because you need to, if you are attached to a material thing, you need to detach it from it. If you are full of pride, I pride myself because I put this company in this level there, the company is. So, okay, great. You did a great job. Perfect. Well done to you. Merits to your knowledge. Happy days. But what's coming next? It is a moment to retire and let these new people who is coming lead the company. Do I need to overcome my ego? Do I need to overcome my pride? Do I need to overcome my selfishness? It's all the questions we need to ask to ourselves. And at the moment when we are asking this, when we are facing a problem, it means we are fulfilling our duty. And the answer, we know what is the answer. But most of the times, our pride, our selfishness, our vanity do not allow us to do it. It's time to retire and let this guy come in here, because the guy who assists me, he's a wonderful guy. He knows everything. He learned the lesson. He's ready to go. But let's stay one more year here. Let's keep working. Let me see. We are transitioning a very different moment. We have this Ukrainian war. We just recovered from a pandemic situation. Let me be here for 1 or 2 more years, and then I go. The reasons you gave to not retire yourself is valid, yes. But are these reasons an excuse because you are too pride, you are too selfish? Or are these excuses you gave to keep working 1 or 2 more years a reasonable thinking, and you are saying the truth? You want to help, and then no, okay, but in 2 years you have in your mind, in 2 years or less, I'm out. So we need to analyze all these variables Okay? And and we need to overcome these barriers. Saying that, we can ask to ourselves, so where does duty begin? Where does duty end? An idea? Where duty begins and where duty ends. A duty begins and a duty ends at the moment when we start to respect the others, at the moment when we say to them, oh, I know my limits and I know your limits. So I can go up to here. Further from here is not my obligation, is not my duty. And at the moment when we understand where it begins, where it ends, is the moment we are reaching the perfection, we are evolving. This is why I'm saying here from many, many times, we are in a transition, but we are far from it. Why? Are we respecting someone's boundaries? Are we respecting someone's viewpoint? We can agree in something, but someone else can say, no, I don't agree. And this person doesn't agree with us for many reasons. Could be they don't understand the process. This person, it's why is smarter than us, and then easily she or he can point out some problems that we didn't think about, or this person is not evolved enough to understand that. But when we have all this ready, someone comes to you and say, oh, this is not going to work. What do we do? Do we respect their opinions? Do we sit with them and say, oh, my friend, thank you for your comments, thank you for what you said, can you explain to me why this is not going to work? Where are the bottlenecks? Where are the misinterpretation? Where are the areas I need to improve? Some people do it. Happy days, but some people don't do it. They say, you don't know what we're talking about. I'm working this project for many, many years. I know this from the top of my head, and you don't know nothing. So we often judge people instead of listen people. And how this duty is connected with the parable of the sower. Because the parable of the sower, we have some duties and we have some virtues. The duty of the sower is sowing the seeds. So he's doing that. But some seeds fall in different terrains, in different areas. So it's like when we have to do something, we have different views. We have different arguments. So, how can we apply to ourselves? Is a moment to retire, is a moment to keep going, it is a moment to reflect, it is a moment in I need to refresh myself. So my duty begins with me, but ends when begins your duty. Once we understand and respect that, we don't see these people dying in Ukraine. We will not see those people dying of starvation, mainly in Africa. We will not see it. Because my moral obligation, my duty, do not allow it. And I want to fix. And we want to fix. Two things can happen. You fix it, or someone comes to you and say, you can do whatever you want, but here I am the boss, it's my way. And you have two choices: leave or stay. Some people decide to leave, some people decide to stay. This is common in politics. A candidate, he has his view, his understanding, improving here, improving there, making these things better here, taking care of those brothers and sisters, improve this. Well, he has many good ideas, good intentions. But at the moment he or she wins the election, and the first day, let's call he arrived at the office, someone older than them come, hey, you are new here, welcome, well done, you did a wonderful campaign, you raised a lot of votes, wonderful, happy days, great, you did an amazing job, well done to you. However, here are the rules. And all the dreams, all the promises, all the vision of that person at that day die. Because they cannot do anything. They cannot move a thing. And why? Because we are looking to us. We are looking to my duty. Oh, this is mine. I don't care about you. This is mine. This is a perfect example. We do have a lot good people in the politics, but the system do not allow them. Some people accept it and try to leave as it is. Some people leave. No, this is not for me. Out. Okay. And when we're talking about When we are talking about moral obligation, moral obligation comes along with virtue. And what it is virtue? Virtue, it is a combination of all those essential qualities that constitute a person. This is virtue. So moral obligation comes with virtue. Virtue is the all combination of the essential qualities that make that person a good person. He's responsible, he's honest, he's a wonderful friend, he's a wonderful husband, or she's a wonderful wife, she's a wonderful mom. So this is we have a lot of virtues. We do have. We do have. Even though you say no, I don't have, you do have. You do have something that nobody has. You do have something that allow you to move on. You have something that allow you to sleep today and wake up tomorrow. We always have. Even though you're saying, oh, no, no, it is that thing. Work with this. This is your virtue. Our virtue, it is the power to allow us to exercise our resilience, to exercise our faith, to exercise our control of our duties. It is your virtue. At the moment something damages our virtue is the moment when we break ourselves, say, hey, stop it. This is not for me. Or we need to review it and redo, because I cannot go any further from here. This is a virtue. We need to work ourselves. This is the inspirations. This is the practicing of goodness we have toward us. And we're going to be here in a dilemma because, for example, we're talking about war, okay? And we have seen a lot of people in the Ukrainian army. They are singer and now they stop singing and he or she is fighting. She used to work in a multinational company as a marketing person, but she resigned and decided to join the army in order to fight for their country. Wonderful things. Wonderful. They're defending their country, they're defending their territory. Wonderful. But it's like us here talking about all this goodness, and we're gonna handle a gun and we're gonna kill someone. We're gonna take someone's life. This is very controversial, very annoying to us. How we are studying the Spiritism, we are studying the gospel, we understand we need to do all these teachings, but suddenly you see yourself wearing a uniform with a gun and pointing it out to someone. If you pull the trigger, it will take he or her life. And you do not have anything against that person. You don't know even his or her name. You never met that person before. But in that moment, you will kill her or him. Or he will or she will kill you. She will take your life. She will or he will separate you from your life. My life was good before this. I had my kids, my wife, my husband, my house, my car, my books, my video game, my TV. And that person gonna shoot me. And I need to shoot them because I want to survive. And that other person wants to survive as well. Now, can you see how difficult it is for ourselves to practice to practice the lessons here, how to fulfill our duties. Our duty here is to love one another, not kill one another. Oh, but we have many reasons. We're using Russian example. Russia has their reasons. Ukraine has. Oh, okay, I'm not saying they don't have reasons. I am saying that we do have people killing each other for no reason. And if it is expanded to a great war, World War, Third World War, perhaps I will be in that position. Perhaps you're going to be in that position. We don't know. And what are we going to do? What we have to do. I tell you a story. You guys know I was a sergeant in the army for about 10 years. And in a school, in army school, we met former sergeant. He used to live in the city when we have the army school. And he was a Second World War hero, a sergeant, you know. And he was a spiritist. And one day we were studying the gospel there. And the moment the captain, he said, "Oh, we have the example of this sergeant here." And why we do not go and see him? So we went to visit him. Very old, but a heart. And what he used to do, he had an agreement with the general who commands the army school. All the foods, leftovers, everything is not necessary. The army gives to him, to this sergeant, And this sergeant used that food to prepare and give to those who are in need. Okay, streets, sleeps on the streets, no shelters, no house, no nothing, or even though they have a house there, but they are struggling to find a job, they are starving. So he used to prepare food for them. And then the captain said to us, "Okay, tell me what's the story? Why you do this?" And he said, uh, "When I was forced to go to the war in Italy, because the main Brazilians fought in Italy. The first thing when I received my convocation to go, I cried a lot and I said to God, to Jesus, please, I don't want to kill anyone. Please do not allow me to kill anyone." And he went to the trainings, he did everything as it should be. He embarked in a ship in Rio and went to Italy, and he was there and he praying, he's asking, he's telling God, please do not allow me to kill anyone. 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 And he was there, ready to go to the battlefield. There were information, you know, receiving the last instructions and just waiting the commander say, "Hey, march forward." When this commander said march forward, a messenger came and said to the platoon officer, "Hey, the general said uh, German artillery exploded our kitchen, and the people who are the soldiers who are preparing the food was killed, so we don't have anyone to prepare the food." And the general asked, "To you, officer, get some soldiers of your platoon and send to the kitchen to prepare food." Guess who was selected to be sent to the kitchen? This sergeant, he stayed the entire war. I think Brazil was there for 3 or 4 years cooking. He didn't kill anyone. He didn't touch even a gun there. And he promised he will keep feeding people until he dies. He already passed away, and this is why he was giving food, preparing food to everyone. Also, we do have another example. It was even a movie, you know, a American soldier going to the Second World War as well. He didn't want to touch in a gun. I don't recall if it's for religious purpose or his own belief. I don't recall. But he went to the battlefield with no gun, and he could save, I don't know how many lives on that day. See how virtual works. And this is what I want to tell you. No matter situation we are, when we have a virtue, we can make it work. If you have this faith, if you have this belief, if you have this value with us, it's going to work. If everyone who are obliged to go to the war, but everyone put their virtues, not killing anyone, there's no war. Simple like that. But unfortunately, we have people who thinks different from this. So it's up to you to decide what you want for you. It's up to you to see where is your boundaries. Where are my boundaries? How I need to respect you. How you want other people respect you. The question today is, what are you going to do with the seeds given to you? It's up to you. The seeds are the tasks, the challenges, the problems, even though the happiest moments. What are you doing with that? Are you an example? Let's think about it, my friends. Let's think about it. And with that, we end item number 8 of the chapter 17. Be perfect. So I want you to say thank you, everyone, for your attention. If you have any questions, please, we still have some moments. I still have a little bit coughing, but everything's fine. And if you don't have any questions, I will do the final prayer. I can see here, Lou. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. This is a message, my friend. I need you to understand it. I need. It's more it's more for me than you guys. We needed to work on it. Let me see if I find. I don't know, guys, if you know the name of the movie with that soldier who saved many lives but didn't touch a gun when they were in a training. Okay, Don, my friend. I hope winter is behind for you in Chicago. Paula, good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so let's do our final prayer. I want to say thank you for the opportunity to be among friends, talking about the gospel, talking about the Spiritism teachings. Please, God, do not allow any one of us stay in a challenge in which we need to kill someone. Protect those brothers and sisters who are in the war zone, the battlefield. Protect those innocent people. Protect their lives, their hopes, their dreams. Let's shine the love, the care. Let's send these good vibrations to the leaders again, to those brothers and sisters who are with COVID in the hospitals, fighting for their lives, begging for one more minute of life, begging for 1 minute of being companion with their families. Let's send good vibrations to those brothers and sisters who are thinking about suicide, who are with depression, and those who are hopeless. So be it. Amen. Okay, yeah. Don't good. Thank you, Don. You gave me the name of the movie. Yeah, Hacksaw Ridge. I think that's it. Hacksaw Ridge. Yeah, it's a good movie, wonderful movie, and uh, I hope to see you tomorrow. We have the spiritual light, and Thursday we have our live again. Nelia.
And I want to sing.
Yeah.
Can I sing it now?
Wow, you want to sing, yeah? Yeah, you are not a girl. Yeah, so okay, guys. Thank you very much.
Wait, Maria, I want to say hi.
You wanted to say hi, so come to say hi, Maria. Okay, are you okay, guys?
I am not pajamas.
You're not wearing your pajamas.
I am.
Yeah, but you're wearing a digit clothes, isn't it? Okay. Guys, thank you very much. I'll see you all tomorrow and Thursday. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And
Happy what?
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day. It's coming.
And I'm gonna have a party on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, we will have a happy St. Patrick's Day, okay? Thank you all. Bye-bye.